God has something. And if you wouldn't mind standing with me, just because we stand in honor of God's word. We stand for a judge when we go to try to get our tickets this week, even if we got to pay for it. We can stand for the word of God. In the book of Proverbs, chapter number 3, we're going to go at verse number 5. Amen. And if somebody is not in here, please tell them to come in, because everybody here needs this word.
Yeah, Lord.
I don't care where they are. I don't care what they're doing. Tell everybody here to be in here, because God has something for you. Listen, Proverbs chapter number 3, verse number 5. It reads, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Verse number 6 says, in all, that word all again, thy ways, acknowledge him, and he being God, shall direct thy paths. Verse number 7, our last verse says, be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. We're going to be teaching, preaching, and whatever else God called us to do on the topic on today, in God we trust. Do you hear what I'm saying? Look at your neighbor and say, in God. Oh, I need you to say it with conviction. I need you to say it like you believe it. I need you to say it like you've been waiting on it. I need you to say it like your life depends on it. I need you to say it like your children depend on it. I need you to say it like your finances depend on it. In God, we trust. We trusted in everything else, but in God. I need you, and you may be seated. I know normally I'll start praying right now. God instructed me not to start praying right now, but to go ahead on and start preaching, because there's something that God has for you that you gotta get right now.
Thank you, Lord.
We have spent our lives trusting in everything else. We've had expectations for what life is supposed to look like, what our children are supposed to look like, how our finances are to be orchestrated. We've had all types of expectations, and we put our trust in a system that seems to have failures all the time. The truth of the matter is, we are going to trust in something. Whether or not you audibly make the decision by your actions, there is something that you are trusting in.
Yeah, Lord, right.
You're going to trust that when you stick your key in the car and turn it, that your engine is going to turn on. You trust in GM, or you trust in Dodge, or you trust in Mercury, or you trust in whoever, that the car is going to turn on when you turn the key. You trust that when you sit down in the seat, that whoever the maker of these seats were, that they built it to the specifications that were put on the little tag on the bottom, and when you sat down, it was going to keep your bottom from hitting the bottom. We trust in something. We trust that when we go to work and we put in 8 hours or 16 hours or 36 hours, that at the end of the week, at the end of the day, at the end of whatever, that we're going to receive a paycheck. We trust in that is going to happen. But in somewhere, we can trust everything else. We can trust the Houston Police Department. We can trust Granger. We can trust whomever. We can trust this or trust that. But when it comes down to trusting God for what really matters, we seem to fall short of what God is doing. But today we make a declaration that in God we trust.
All right.
He says in verse 5, trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. He was making a statement because at some point in your life, you're going to come against a challenge challenge that will challenge you in the area of your faith. You will be challenged that in this situation, I might not end up favorably, but I gotta trust in something. It's time now, while we are going through the vicissitudes of life and all of the trials and all of the tribulations, that we make sure that we have our trust linked up in the Lord. See, in life sometimes we want to blame everybody else for us not getting to the place that God has for us. I know it's unfortunate, some of the things that you may have had to endure, but I need you to know that you shouldn't have been trusting that he or she or them or it was going to get you there in the first place. Your trust has to solely be on the Lord. And when you trust in the Lord, you will come to the place that God has for you. But when you put your trust in man and this and that, it will fall. The systems are made to fail at some point. You gotta know and understand, I don't care how good the car is, eventually it's gonna start running.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you paid for it. I don't care if you spent a king's ransom on it. Eventually, it's going to come to its end, and you're going to have to retire it. I don't care how good it still looks. Sometimes the tires are still working. Sometimes the radio still works. But it's time to let it go because it's reached its life expectancy. But you have put your trust in it. But I want you to know that when you put your trust in the Lord, that he will never run out. He is the doctor that's never lost a case. He is the lawyer that's never lost in court. You gotta know that when you put your trust in him, you will make it to the expected end. Trust in the Lord. There are times, and I need you to hear me, there are times when I can't even trust myself because myself is telling me that you ain't gonna make it through this. But I had to recognize that even though I might not trust in my skill and my ability, at this point I gotta put my trust in him because he's the one that's gonna bring me through. See, when you get to that place, you understand and know that it's not about you. It ain't about how smart you are. It ain't about your pedigree, your background. It ain't about your resume, your degree. It ain't about none of that, but it's about the Lord. And this is a place right now that if you don't trust in him, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's right.
He says, trust in the Lord. And he made sure that he put a focal point on where the trust should be. He didn't say just trust that it's going to be okay. He said trust in the Lord. And he conjunctualized it and said with all thine heart. See, there are things in your life that isn't happening because you're not using your whole heart in the matter. Do you hear what I'm saying? See, you have to have your whole heart vested in a situation. If you are in a marriage and your whole heart invested in a situation, your marriage ain't gonna work. Because there's sometimes when your mind don't tell you this joker ain't no good, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of dealing with what I'm dealing with. But when your whole heart is vested, you can't just up and jump ship. You might go to the other room for about 15 minutes. You might sleep on the couch. But when your whole heart is vested, you can't leave what God has started. But you gotta know that when you are trusting him, you gotta have your whole heart in the matter.
That's right. Yes, yes.
See, many of us are operating in a position where we are not dealing with a broken heart, but we're dealing with a split heart. Oh God. The Bible says that you can't serve two masters.
Yeah.
You either gonna love one and hate the other. There is no in between. You can't have your heart in two places.
Yeah. Amen.
I don't care what none of the blues singers have said throughout the history of time. You can't have your heart in two places. There is no way that you can operate how God has you to operate if your heart is in two separate places. You gotta know that there's no such thing as a split heart transplant. Your whole heart gotta be in the situation.
That's right. That's right. Amen.
Amen.
I can always tell and I always use it as a sports analogy. Don't give me the person with the best talent. Give me the person with the biggest heart. And if you give me the person with the biggest heart, we gonna get some numbers on the board. Because the person with the biggest heart don't leave it all on the floor. The person with the biggest heart's gonna say that when it get tough, I'm gonna keep on pressing and pushing because my whole heart is in this thing. And your whole heart gotta be vested in your children if your children gonna make it. You can't be wavering on whether or not they gonna make it. He said, you have to trust in the Lord with all thine heart. I had to use the King James Version because words like thine don't show up nowhere else. Thine to me means this is kind of serious right now. That with all thine heart, not thine, not this, not your. No, you got to go with thine in this situation because you're going to have some thine moments that's going to test whether or not you win it or not. When it gets hot, I need a thine in my life.
That's right.
When it gets troublesome, when it gets hard, I need to know that all thine heart is in the middle of it. Because when all of thine heart is in the middle of it, you won't get distracted by the stuff that's going to the right or to the left. Because your heart is tied into the fact that we're going to make it through this. I'm trusting you all the way. Lord, my heart is with you. You said it. That settles it. We're going to get it done.
Yes.
Amen. He said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. God. Then he got personal. Then he shifted. Then he started walking down our street. He started hanging out in our dens and our living rooms and in our game rooms. I know some of y'all bougie, y'all got game rooms and stuff. He started getting all in the mix. He says, and lean not unto thine own understanding. See, I want to tell you something. When you are leaning on your own understanding, you're leaning away from what the Lord has told you to do. Amen. See, I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes I have a bad understanding.
Yes, Lord.
That's the next point. It's kind of rough, but so sometimes I have a bad understanding. You know, he said it twice. I know he said it the third time. But when I'm leaning to my own understanding, leaning means that I'm not all the way in. See, when you lean, you're not fully in. You're kind of wavering when you lean. See, it's either you in it or you're not. But when you lean to your own understanding, you're saying that my understanding has to be separate from the A part of this verse where I'm not trusting in the Lord. Yeah. See, my understanding tells me that by the naked eye, this situation don't look right. But I need you to know that while it might not look right to the naked eye, my Bible tells me that we walk by faith and not by sight. So then my understanding of the situation is not on the same level of God, because my Bible also says that God's thoughts are higher than my thoughts and his ways are higher than my ways. So while I'm in the middle of the situation, my eyes are telling me it don't make sense. My ears are saying it don't sound right. My body is saying it just don't feel right. But by the Spirit, the Lord is saying you're in the right place at the right time. You just gotta keep going, but you can't lean to your own understanding. I don't care if you got more degrees than a thermometer. With all of the understanding and all the degrees and all of the classes and all of the seminars and all of the stuff that you did so that you can get yourself to be dignified and solidified and have all the little aspects in the front of your name and the PhDs and the CPAs and the whatever else is behind your name. After you do all of that stuff, you still don't compare to God. I will take my faith in God over any this, that, or the other. I don't care if you're Dr. such and such, Bishop so and so. I don't care what you got in the front of it. After you get all of that knowledge, knowledge, you still got to get some understanding.
Yeah.
We're going to deal with that on next week. So just so you know, as a preview, we're going to deal with the understanding part on next week. But right now, we got to understand and know that we can't lean unto our own understanding, because if I understand it the way I understand it, it's saying that I'm taking the place of God in the decision tree. Oh, God. See, I don't know about you, but I want you to close your eyes for a second and take a look back at all of the dumb decisions that you have made in your life. You might not even have to close both eyes, because some of you might still have some trust issues. So close one eye. Just close one eye. And I want you to think about the stuff you did when you was 20. Now, for some of you, I need you can go on and take it. You don't got to stop at 20. Go on and move it to 45.
Wow.
When you think about the fact that you stepped out on your own and decided to do it how you was going to do it, and you saw what the outcome was, it should implore you. I'm getting back into my preaching part. It should implore you now to do it the way God has you to do it, because you done made enough mistakes to fill up a dictionary.
Amen.
I look back at it and I thought I had it going on. I thought my mind was set. I said, man, I know how to do what I know how to do. Only to find out that I was as dumb as a box of rocks when you stack me up next to God. It ain't nothing that I can tell him that he don't already know. And so I can't sit here and lean on my own understanding and try to...
Come on.
If I ain't preaching nobody, I'm preaching to myself. If y'all don't see me shout, it don't mean I ain't gonna shout when I get in the car, because I'm receiving something right now. Because listen, when you lean into your own understanding, you separate yourself from the will of God.
Amen.
Because you are saying now, Lord, I know what you said, but I'm gonna do it my way anyway. I know you created the heavens and earth. I know that you own the cattle of 1,000 hills and all of that other stuff. I know you separated the firmaments and you separated the land from the water. But I know how to do.
Hello.
We, in the 21st century, say, I'm just going to do me.
Right.
Now I'm going to go down and give you public service announcement. Doing you got you broke.
Right.
Doing you got you frustrated. Doing you got you lonely. Doing you got you doing the same thing over. Doing you got you a jail record. You just keep on doing you. But I'm going to do what God said. If you like your outcome, you just keep on doing you. You keep on wondering, why am I still going around this mountain the same time? Keep on doing you. Keep on getting in trouble and saying, why is everybody again? Keep on doing you.
Amen. Glory.
Glory to God. I might go back behind the curtain for a second. Just encouraging myself. I came to the realization that maybe I'm the only person who's ever led and leaned to my own understanding. Maybe it's me when I knew I should have said, let me tell you something. And he just gave me this one. It's ain't in my notes, but I want to share this with you. And if it goes down your street, don't say amen, because I don't want you to embarrass yourself. But there are times when you knew what you were supposed to do. And you said, I'm not going to even ask because I want to do it my way anyway. You knew it should be like this. You knew that you shouldn't have did this. But you said, I ain't going to ask, because if I don't ask, I can plead ignorance. If I don't ask, I can just say, I don't know. I'm just not going to do it because you was at that place, that fork in the road where you said, no. Hey, your old soul out my hot tie, my bow tie. I know what I should be saved.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just do this because I know that this ain't looking right. I know this ain't adding up. I feel like I'm gonna get over here and get spiritual. That's what the bow tie was, because we said no. Now I would rather, and I'm trying to let the term come to me now. I would rather ask for forgiveness than ask for permission, I think is the term.
Right.
It's better to ask for forgiveness or beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. That means that I want to do it how I want to do it, and I'm not going to worry about what the outcome is, because if I really get the understanding that God has for me, then maybe I might miss out on some fun. I told my wife this yesterday. We were driving, and I told her, I said, you know, I wonder how many people, I said, God told me to say this. I said, and I was a little disobedient because I should have said this already. But I said, I wonder how many people are missing out on success because they're too busy having fun.
Amen.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Amen.
You know, sometimes we can be too busy having fun that we miss on what God has for us. And I need you to know that, to me, success is fun.
Yeah, that's right.
See, I need you to know that when I can live and drive it, when I can wear it, when I can look at my kids and say everybody where they supposed to be, that's fun to me. But when I can step out and say, when I'm not with my wife, I know my wife is doing what she's supposed to be doing. Amen. Amen. That's fun to me because I understand it. Because I've dedicated myself to operating and trusting in the Lord. And as long as I do that, I know everything else has to work in my favor. Even when it don't feel like it's working in my favor, it's working in my favor. Even when it don't want to work in my favor, it's still working in my favor, because I ain't leaning to my own.
Amen.
That's it.
Understand?
Amen.
We almost gonna close. I'm just excited about what God is doing. He says this, and if you're wondering, I have lost my voice. He says, in all thy ways, acknowledge him. Now this goes back to that same point where we were talking about having a split heart. See, I need you to know this. There is no area in my life where I can't acknowledge God.
That's right. Yes.
See, some of us, because I need us to get it. Y'all mind if I be real?
Come on.
Yes, Lord.
Now some of you, and I pray that none of you are going through this right now, but I want to have a conversation about some people who've been real and been in some situations. Okay? Now, many of us have been in situations where we had a significant other, but we didn't want to acknowledge them in certain areas. So you would go to certain places, and you would go under the prespices that you were single. Meaning, when I say prespices, meaning going under the kind of thought that you had where we really ain't together. And they say, hey, was that your girlfriend or boyfriend? And you would say, that's just my friend.
It's real. Yeah.
Well, you in the same room, but you ain't gonna get too close, because you don't want nobody to know that we got out the same car. It sounds crazy, but I want you to know it's true. Do you want me to bring it back home? Because maybe everybody couldn't understand it. When we go to work, and people talking about this, that, and the other, and we tuck our Bibles away.
Yeah, that's what they do. Not me.
When it's time to pray over our lunch, we say, we give them a silent amen. Because we didn't want nobody to know. We didn't want to stop that conversation, and we didn't want them to know that we believe in God, so we finna bless our food before we could say. See, that's us not acknowledging him. That's us showing up with him in our heart, but saying, when everybody else is saying, saying, this is what I believe. We saying, girl, just believe what you want.
No.
See, you got to acknowledge him in all your ways.
Yeah.
And if you do a personal inventory of your situation, could it be the areas that you are lacking in, you are lacking in it because you're not acknowledging God in that area?
Yes.
Could it be that you're in the financial area that you are in because you are not acknowledging God through your tithes and offerings in that area? I shared this because my life is an open book. I was sitting there getting one of the best haircuts in the entire world, and I was talking to my barber, and I told him, I said, you know, I said, man, one of my biggest challenges, because we always acknowledge God while we getting our hair cut and talking, and I said, one of my biggest challenges with God was with relationships. I said, man, I was real quick to give God my money. So I could trust him. I tithe and offering, sowing seeds. I believe in giving offerings, going the extra mile. I would sow it. I was cool with it. I would give the Lord all of me, but I had an issue giving God my relationships. I had this problem because I always felt like I knew how the relationship thing should go. And so, unbeknownst to myself, I wasn't relinquishing my relationships to God. And I said, when I got to the place in my life where I had made enough mistakes, where I had made enough heartbreak, where I had hurt enough, where I had went through some loneliness stuff enough, I decided, Lord, now I know what I want, but what is it that you want for me?
Come on.
And he said, you gotta open your mind up because you missing the blessing that I have for you by your relationship rules that you done set that don't line up with the purpose that I have.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
And I'm telling you this, he had that conversation with me in 2004. It wasn't until 2009 on June the 5th in the park downtown that I had relinquished that kind of...
Yeah, come on.
June the 5th, 2009, about 11:34 was the point when I saw that which God has for me. And if you don't believe me, you can ask her. That's the time, that's the day, that's the place. When I recognize, Lord, I see what you're talking about now, but I can lean on my own.
Yeah.
Understanding them 32 other years of going around in a circle. I didn't acknowledge him in that area. I wouldn't say, Lord, I need you to work on it. I need you to deal with it. I need you to fix it. Lord, whatever you have for me, whomever you have for me, God, I need you to be the one because I done tried. I done looked at this and that. I done went through what everybody else say I should do. But Lord, I need you in that area. And whatever area that you are going through right now, you got to be able to say, Lord, I acknowledge that I ain't smart enough to get out of this situation. But Lord, I acknowledge you in my children. God, I done whooped them. I done sent them to detention. I done put them in the back room. God, I want to lock them in the car. But the Lord wouldn't let me do it. Lord, I done took their TV. Lord, I done put them out their own room. But now, doing it your way, get you tired.
Oh yeah.
Doing it your way, get you frustrated. Doing it your way, get you mad. Doing it your way, get you to cussing. Doing it your way, get you to throwing shoes and pots. Get you to try to throw the couch if you could.
Yes.
I thank God that I ain't as strong as Adrian because I would probably try to chuck the couch sometime.
Lord Jesus.
He said, acknowledge him. And all your ways. And he says, and he shall, oh God, you don't hear me. He shall direct the paths. I need this to hit home with you. See, up until now, you've been directing your own paths.
Yeah.
And you have wondered why it hadn't worked out. So of us are very cerebral, so we have sat back and see it. Now, I made a right last time, so this time I'm going to make a left.
Yeah.
And instead of driving 60, I'm going to drive 45 because I must have missed the turn.
Yeah.
There must have been something that somebody slipped in my gas tank that's allowing me not to get the kind of gas mileage that I'm supposed to get if I drive at 60,
Right.
even though I drive at 97.
Right.
Whoa.
I will fix this myself. But if you would submit yourself to the GPS,